ขายแพงจังอะลุง3 ลูก 50ป่ะ
ไม่ได้มันแพงปุ๋ยแพงค่าแรงแพงสารพัดแพง
นะลุงนะลุงเป็นไรอะเดี๋ยวหนูซื้อ100ก็ได้ไม่เป็นไรเฮ้ยลุงเป็นอะไรอะหนูขอโทษท่านผู้ชมคะเมื่อสักครู่ที่ผ่านมาเราได้รับรายงานข่าวจากนักข่าวในพื้นที่ว่ามีฝูงชนคลุ้มคลั่งเป็นจำนวนมากเนื่องจากการกลับมาของRagnarokออริจินค่ะ
เฮ้ยทุกคนครับRagnarok Origin เปิดให้เล่นแล้วนะครับ
ท่านคะ ท่านมีความคิดเห็นอย่างไรกับสถานการณ์เกมในตอนนี้คะ
ผมจะแบนเกมทุกเกมให้หมดไป เพราะผมเชื่อว่าเกมเป็นเรื่องที่ไร้สาระผมจะแบนเกมทุกเกมในประเทศไทย
ท่านครับเกมRagnarokกลับมาแล้วครับเกมRagnarokกลับมาแล้วครับเกมRagnarokกลับมาแล้วครับ
กคนครับ Ragnarok Origin เปิดให้เล่นแล้วนะครับ
ถ้า有เชื่อมั่นในตัวเองพรุ่งนี้เราจะต้องรวยพรุ่งนี้เราต้องพรุ่งนี้เราต้องพรุ่งนี้เราต้องพรุ่งนี้เราต้อง
โหลด ROO 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 โหลด RO โหลด ROO โหลด ROO โหลด ROO โหลด ROO โหลด ROO
ทุกคนครับ Ragnarok Origin เปิดให้เล่นแล้วนะครับ
Introducing the Odin Cup in Ragnarok Origin, a redefined GVG tournament that embodies the spirit of passion and honor. Adventurers gear up for an exhilarating journey in pursuit of your dreams. The Odin Cup centers around the in-game Guild League as its core gameplay. Through strategic guild battles, the tournament aims to identify the strongest guild across the entire server. The event unfolds in 3 stages: Guild League, 32-16 eliminations, and the Grand Finals. During the Guild League phase, guilds in Glorious Moon, Shining Stars, Platinum, Gold, Silver, Bronze ranks compete in intra-server matches. 8 guilds in Bright Sun rank will participate in cross-server Guild League, with 4 servers as a group for a total of 32 guilds in cross-server matchups. After each week's matches, guilds accumulate summit points based on their rank and performance. The top 8 guilds in each division, determined by accumulated summit points, advance to the 32-16 eliminations. In the 32-16 eliminations, guilds are ranked from 1 to 32 based on the points earned in the cross-server matches. We use a single elimination format, meaning that guilds compete head-to-head and the loser is eliminated. The matching follows a simple rule: 1 faces 32, 2 faces 31, 3 faces 30, and so on. This continues until we have the top 4 guilds that will advance to the Grand Finals. In the Grand Finals, the semifinals follow a best-of-3 BO3 single elimination format. The championship match, determining the ultimate winner, follows a best-of-5 BO5 single elimination format. Who will emerge as the ultimate guild? Let's wait and find out. Excitingly, the tournament rewards have been upgraded, featuring more virtual items, event titles, exclusive mounts, limited edition championship rings, and trophies. It's time to embark on a new journey in Ragnarok Origin. Let's fight for our dreams together.
Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok Origin tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Odin Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The champion guild receives exclusive rewards, including the champion mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stakes, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited. And we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gonna be legendary!
No one can take away our power and our faith. game. This thrill won't fade away. See us step in the spot, shining like VVS rods. Another one bites the dust, making my adrenaline rush. My crown will never rot, 'cause I'll ignite the flames of new life. The glory is always by your side. Our faith will never collide. Through the dark night, there's always a light, always a sign, showing that we will win this fight.
When you feel like everything's dead in, so hard to stand, the whole world's like a train. Keep taking an L, everything's in vain. You feel so powerless with your bare hands. Speak it out even when your voice shaking, 'cause we'll make it. Our steps be groundbreaking. We'll be the blockbuster of the season for the sake of freedom. Keep dreaming, compete for the dreams till they retreat. Put on some speed till you hit the beat. Keep moving forward even when your heart's bleeding. Y'all know we're ready to ceiling. Believe it, hang on for victory. Write a new chapter of history. Don't let anyone define your limit. Sometimes the loss has a lot of meaning in it. Now I'm a loaded gun with a lot of ammo. Fragile like a bomb, don't crush my ego. Expand the scope, I'm ready for war. 'Cause fantasy doesn't excite me anymore.
'Cause I'll ignite the flames of new life. The glory is always by your side. Our faith will never collide. Through the dark night, there's always a light, always a sign, showing that we will win this fight. Win this fight. To collapse, to fall, to break, but always come back stronger.
I'm feeling alive again. My lungs and pupils dilate.
Kneel down to fate, to be the one who conquers.
No one can take away our power and our faith.
'Cause I'll
Compete for the dreams till they retreat. Put on some speed till you hit the peak. Keep moving forward even when your heart's bleeding. You'll know when we're bringing glass ceiling. Believe it, hang on for victory. Write a new chapter of history. Don't let anyone find your limit. Sometimes the loss has a lot of meaning in it. I'm a loaded gun with a lot of ammo. Fragile like a bomb, don't crush my ego. Expand the scope, I'm ready for war. 'Cause fantasy doesn't excite me anymore. When we raise our voices together, filling the void. Trust your gut, then bear the palm. Show 'em who's the GOAT.
จังอะลุง3 ลูก 50ป่ะ
ไม่ได้มันแพง ปุ๋ยแพง ค่าแรงแพงสารพัดแพง
นะลุงนะ ลุง ลุงเป็นไรอะเดี๋ยวหนูซื้อ100ก็ได้ไม่เป็นไรเฮ้ยลุงเป็นอะไรอะหนูขอโทษ ท่านผู้ชมคะเมื่อสักครู่ที่ผ่านมา เราได้รับรายงานข่าวจากนักข่าวในพื้นที่ว่ามีฝูงชนคลุ้มคลั่งเป็นจำนวนมาก เนื่องจากการกลับมาของแร็กนาร็อกออริจินค่ะ
เฮ้ยทุกคนครับ Ragnarok Origin เปิดให้เล่นแล้วนะครับ
ท่านคะ ท่านมีความคิดเห็นอย่างไรกับสถานการณ์เกมในตอนนี้คะ
ผมจะแบนเกมทุกเกมให้หมดไป เพราะผมเชื่อว่าเกมเป็นเรื่องที่ไร้สาระ ผมจะแบนเกมทุกเกมในประเทศไทย
ท่านครับ เกมแร็กนาร็อกกลับมาแล้วครับ เกมแร็กนาร็อกกลับมาแล้วครับ เกมแร็กนาร็อกกลับมาแล้วครับ
อยากเล่นเกมอยากเล่นเกม
ทุกคนครับ Ragnarok Origin เปิดให้เล่นแล้วนะครับ
ถ้า有เชื่อมั่นในตัวเองพรุ่งนี้เราจะต้องรวยพรุ่งนี้เราต้องพรุ่งนี้เราต้องพรุ่งนี้เราต้องพรุ่งนี้เราต้อง
โหลด ROO 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 โหลด ROO
ทุกคนครับ Ragnarok Origin เปิดให้เล่นแล้วนะครับ
「
Introducing the Odin Cup in Ragnarok Origin, a redefined GVG tournament that embodies the spirit of passion and honor. Adventurers gear up for an exhilarating journey in pursuit of your dreams. The Odin Cup centers around the in-game Guild League as its core gameplay. Through strategic guild battles, the tournament aims to identify the strongest guild across the entire server. The event unfolds in 3 stages: Guild League, 32-16 eliminations, and the Grand Finals. During the Guild League phase, guilds in Glorious Moon, Shining Stars, Platinum, Gold, Silver, Bronze ranks compete in intra-server matches. 8 guilds in Bright Sun rank will participate in cross-server Guild League, with 4 servers as a group for a total of 32 guilds in cross-server matchups. After each week's matches, guilds accumulate summit points based on their rank and performance. The top 8 guilds in each division, determined by accumulated summit points, advance to the 32-16 eliminations. In the 32-16 eliminations, guilds are ranked from 1 to 32 based on the points earned in the cross-server matches. We use a single elimination format, meaning that guilds compete head-to-head and the loser is eliminated. The matching follows a simple rule: 1 faces 32, 2 faces 31, 3 faces 30, and so on. This continues until we have the top 4 guilds that will advance to the Grand Finals. In the Grand Finals, the semifinals follow a best-of-3 BO3 single elimination format. The championship match, determining the ultimate winner, follows a best-of-5 BO5 single elimination format. Who will emerge as the ultimate guild? Let's wait and find out. Excitingly, the tournament rewards have been upgraded, featuring more virtual items, event titles, exclusive mounts, limited edition championship rings, and trophies. It's time to embark on a new journey in Ragnarok Origin. Let's fight for our dreams together.
Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Odin Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited. And we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the band and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary!
escape. No one can take away our power and our faith. Once we showed up in this game, this thrill won't fade away. See us step in the spot, shining like VVS rose. Another one bites the dust, making my adrenaline rush. My crown will never rot, 'cause I'll ignite the flames of new life. The glory is always by your side. Our faith will never collide. Through the dark night, there's always a light, always a sign, showing that we will win this fight.
When you feel like everything's dead and in, so hard to stand, the whole world's like a train. Keep taking an L, everything's in vain. You feel so powerless with your bare hands. Speak it out even when your voice shaking, 'cause we'll make it. Our steps be groundbreaking. We'll be the blockbuster of the season for the sake of freedom. Keep dreaming, compete for the dreams, so they retreat. Put on some speed till you hit the beat. Keep moving forward even when your heart's bleeding. Y'all know we're ready glass ceiling. Believe it, hang on for victory. Write a new chapter of history. Don't let anyone define your limit. Sometimes a loss has a lot of meaning in it. Know I'm a loaded gun with a lot of ammo. Fragile like a bomb, don't crush my ego. Expand the scope, I'm ready for war, 'cause fantasy doesn't excite me anymore.
'Cause I'll ignite the flames of new life. The glory is always by your side. Our faith will never collide. Through the dark night, there's always a light, always a sign, showing that we will win this fight. Win this fight. To collapse, to fall, to break, but always come back stronger.
I'm feeling alive again, my lungs and pupils dilate.
Kneel down to fate, or be the one who conquers.
No one can take away our power and our faith.
'Cause I'll
And compete for the dreams, so they retreat. Put on some speed till you hit the peak. Keep moving forward even when your heart's bleeding. You'll know when we're bringing that ceiling. Believe it, hang on for victory. Write a new chapter of history. Don't let anyone find your limit. Sometimes a loss has a lot of meaning. You know I'm loaded gun with a lot of ammo. Fragile like a bomb, don't crush my ego. Expand the scope, I'm ready for war, 'cause fantasy doesn't excite me anymore. When we raise our voices together, filling the void. Trust your gut, then bear the palm. Show 'em who's the GOAT.
Hello again to all of you, the viewers in this live streaming of Southeast Asia region's Odin Cup for Ragnarok Origin, and this is the season 2. And today we're going to see the grand finals of the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region. So still with me, Abigail, as your host, and we still have Zero here as your caster.
Yeah, we're in for a treat here today, Abigail. This is something that is really exciting for us, mainly because we get to see the crowning of a champion for the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region. Something that we haven't really been put too much focus on because we've been so focused on our Southeast Asia region. But it's still nonetheless a potential three-peat here for one of the guilds in the finals.
Exactly, and especially we already finished yesterday's matches, which is we already have 4 guilds which can proceed to the top 4 until we can see who's the champion of the season 2 from Southeast Asia before we jump into the Asian Championship and to make these 2 big regions meet in one place.
Yeah, the Asia Cup is definitely going to be a very exciting time for everyone to be able to see the differences between both these servers. But you know, when we get to that stage, it's going to be another whole level of competition, and I can't wait for that to happen as well.
Yeah, and I really hope every single viewers in this live stream today in a very good condition and in a very good mood and health. So maybe you can try to drop some supportive message to every single person in Odin Cup, and especially the top 4 representative, or maybe you can give a shout out to Asian regions, and don't forget to join our Discord channel, because there will be a lot of gifts for you, and especially for all of you who stay tuned with us until the end of the stream, you'll receive lots of bountiful rewards. And especially talking about the Discord community channel, I have a little bit event for you guys, so you need to put some supportive message in our official Discord, and you need to put your IGN, your UID, server name, your favorite team, and your message, your cheer or maybe the supportive one, and you can post it using the above format to get the participant rewards containing 1 gacha ticket, 2 depth branches, and 2 bloody branches. And please do remember that 1 participant can claim this reward only once, and you can post it to the channel #muscle_cheerup channel. And please also remember that the message needs to follow the format to be valid, and also at least contain 50 words long.
Yeah, make sure they're creative, make sure it catches our eye, and if it does, then you'll be able to get additional rewards as well. Not to mention, of course, having your message being shared with everyone else, showcase your creativity to the world here on this Odin Cup live stream. So make sure you don't include any inappropriate content in your messages as well. And of course, honor the spirit of fair play and the cultural respect, because this is an international tournament with communities from all over the world that are competing and also watching for the Odin Cup. So you definitely want to be inclusive and also be very supportive to everyone. And not to mention, there's also a exclusive gift for everybody in the Discord. As long as you have the adventurer role, you can claim your free gift in the channel Odin Cup free gifts. Just click on the money icon and you'll be able to get a gift code that you can redeem immediately in your account, which contains 1 gacha ticket, 1 card coupon, 180 diamonds, and 15 Zenny chests. So you only have about a week or so left to claim this gift. So make sure you go into the Discord and redeem it right away. Each account can only redeem a code once, and each Discord account can also only redeem a code once. So you only have 15 minutes to activate it and type it in the game. So make sure you are already ready to go before you click on that.
Exactly, and the most important part is to remember that this event is available until May 4th only, just like what David mentioned before. So make sure you don't miss every single this bountiful reward, and also we're going to spread every single live stream redeem code to you guys, but you guys just need to make sure you stay tuned with us, and we'll be very happy if you guys can bring your friends, your families together here to watch the grand finals of the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan servers, which very interesting to watch, because from what we saw yesterday between these 2 guilds from Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, and especially it is Chu Xiaohuayu and Mo Tuan, it's very interesting to watch. I'm like this strategy is kind of different with what we always saw in Southeast Asia region.
Yeah, definitely very different in that aspect. We saw, less focus on rotations, more on defending tablets, and it's going to be an interesting clash of ideologies when it comes to the Asia Cup. We can't say, which strategy is working better, because we haven't seen both of them really fighting up against each other yet. So definitely Asia Cup happening in May is going to be a must-watch TV for everybody who's interested in the competitive aspect of Ragnarok Online Origin.
Yeah, because this is going to be the very first time these 2 big servers collide in one tournament, and we're very happy to know what will happen next between these two kind of different strategies, because Southeast Asia is widely known as a very aggressive one. They mainly focus on the rotation and flipping the tablets each time, but what happened in Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan is really different with what we saw in Southeast Asia, because they just want to make sure every single movement is perfect, or whether it's only a slow pace.
Yeah, definitely. It's it's going to be interesting to see, the clashes and also the matches today as well. It is only one matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This is the grand finals for the Odin Cup for the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region. We've got the defending champions, back-to-back defending champions, Yi Si Jing Zhonghua from Loki Tree, facing up against Li Diao Wan's Chu Xiahua Yu, which we did see their matches yesterday. They look pretty strong, but they're playing against the back-to-back champions. They're playing against the double defending champions here. And, Yi Si Jing Zhonghua definitely are looking to make a three-peat in this finals today.
Exactly, and they're also widely known as a very strong, not only very strong servers, but also the strongest guild in these servers. So it will be very interesting to see if Chu Xiahua you can give some, a counter attacks to this defending champion, the back-to-back.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be definitely a something that you don't want to miss, because in Yi Si Jing Zhonghua, in the guild of the defending champions, they have the highest powered player in the entire world at the moment. His name is Director Q, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you will have watched his streams on YouTube previously, and he has been the meta defining player for a lot of different patches already, and right now he's definitely on top there with him being one of the core players on the defending champion side. And we'll see if Chu Xiahua is able to provide any sort of contest against them. Yesterday we did see them be able to completely dominate the side of Eru Motuan, but you're playing against a different beast today. It's going to be a best of 5, and you're going to need everything you have to be able to defeat your opponents.
Yeah, and also the Chu Xiahua Yu performance is kind of promising, and especially talking about this grand final. But Yi Si Jing Zhonghua also a very strong, contender instead of the Chu Xiahua Yu. But I heard some of the trivias about Yi Si Jing Zhonghua, like Q Dog is not only the person who widely been talked in this entire servers, but also there's the players, and a lot of them also have a very interesting background stories, and one of them actually kind of fall in love with the other members, and it is very cute for me, because when you meet someone in game and you fall in love with them and you're having a good life with them, it is also a part of what goods that you can get from the game.
Yep, absolutely. There's a lot of funny history within these guilds in this grand finals. Definitely, it's a story within a story, and there's a lot of depth to these to what's happening there as well. So it's not just about the fight happening later on. It's also about the internal little dramas and conflicts that keeps you very excited and interested to see. But what's also interesting here today, ladies and gentlemen, is right now we have our first live stream code dropped to you guys for additional rewards. So this is Prawn Drag Go. Right?
Yeah,
Prawn Drag Go.
What is Prondra stands for? Is it a Prondra dragon?
I have no idea, actually. This is
I actually have no
rather
idea too.
interesting one for sure. For those who are going to redeem it, this code includes 1 rare card coupon, 1 gacha ticket, and 1 Deviruchi voucher. So claim it right now in game, and it could be that lucky ticket that you need to be able to get something nice for yourself.
Yeah, and as we always inform to you guys, remind you guys that before using the gacha ticket, please take a bath first to cleanse the bad luck away. because the Lady of Fortune doesn't like the smell of bad odors. So make sure you maybe can wearing something nice and spray some good perfumes before you tap the gacha.
Yep, absolutely. Make sure you are in your lucky underwear. You want to make sure that your teeth is clean, and before you pull it, who knows, you might just strike out and get something nice. So funny story from yesterday. There was one of the redeem codes that gave us a rare card coupon, and it was only one. But I tried your advice. I took a shower. I made sure that I was smelling nice, and I clicked on the roll button, and I got a purple card. So hey, that advice definitely works, guys. So make sure you do that before you do any sort of a luck-based scenario.
See, guys, I told you, the Lady of Fortune doesn't like the bad odors, so you have to take a bath first, spray some good perfumes to make the lady happy. So she will be very happy to give you good luck too.
Yep, absolutely. Make sure you do that, and you might be getting something good for yourself. And it's been a journey in the Odin Cup so far, and sure, we haven't really seen a lot from these guilds because we only caught them later on in their Odin Cup stage. But let's take a look at the information on both of these guilds. It is the back-to-back defending champions, and looking for a third time, it's Yi Si Jing Zhonghua with 109 million power, led by 再见再见.
Wow. It's a very tight one. This is the closest one I've ever watched during this Odin Cup, and especially in this season 2. I think this is the closest ever in this whole Odin Cup, whether it is season 2 or season 1.
It's only a 80,000 difference in power, not 800,000, not 8 million. It's 80,000 difference between both of these guilds. And Su Xiaohua definitely looking like yesterday. We've seen how they performed against Motuan, so they look very strong. But yesterday they had the advantage in terms of power, but today they're not gonna have the advantage, and it's gonna be interesting to see if they're able to fight as strong as they did yesterday. But let's take a look at the top players from the side of Su Xiaohua. We've got 2 Dorams here, along with 3 Warlocks as their top 5 players.
Doram, cutest, but the deadliest one as well. It's playing a very perfect role in this current meta because basically Doram can be everything. Doram can be your damage dealer, Doram can be your support, Doram can be your physical damager, Doram can be your buff, Doram can be your debuff. The only thing that Doram can't do is become your tank.
Yep, absolutely. And here we have the side of the defending champions. Director Q on a Warlock 951k. And we've got 3 Dorams here in their top 5. And 2 of them being Warlocks as well.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see how this Director Q can be a defending champion or not, or at least become the back-to-back champion, because he is widely known as a very patient person in Loki server and kind of responsible to make every single person in Loki server kind of competitive in terms to increasing the powers.
Oh yeah, like he's the main driving force behind why Yi Si Jing Zhonghua is the two-time champion, looking for their third right now, playing in the grand finals. And they are going to need every bit they have, because they have been the stronger guild throughout most of the previous Odin Cups, but this time they are facing up against their toughest opponent yet. And here we have the management team for the side of Su Xiaohua, and we've got Koka as the commander, we've got Tao as their vice guild master, we've got Cold as their warlock, we've got Winter Days as their other vice guild master, and Bella as their charisma baby.
Nice. I really love to have David as my Kokofani. Keep up the good translation, David. And also, this is the defending champion management team, which is the Yi Si Jing Zhonghua. And we have Roku and the other Eh,
We
what is it,
got,
David? The only thing that I can read is the YouTube and I don't know what, Christmas baby.
It's Halasao as well as Aisha as their vice guild masters. We've got Cheer as their guild master, and we've got Yelan as their charisma baby. So for those who don't know, Yelan is also one of the most popular Taiwanese streamers, focusing around the warlock class as well. A lot of people have been really looking up, learning his builds and asking him for suggestions and things like that. So he's one of the meta defining players as well on the Warlock class. So definitely looking like he's very deserving of this charisma baby role for sure.
Yeah, and charisma baby is supposed to be a person who can influence people, and this is a very perfect job for this Aisha. And I'm really interested to see what kind of strategy that is Qin Zhonghua will bring on the table, because from the demo that I saw on previous day, basically these two guilds played kind of the same strategy. So in terms of power, they kind of neck to neck. So I assume this is going to be a match like yesterday, like a Frontera F4 versus the Code guilds. But we're going to see if it's going to be nailed by the Qin Zhonghua, or maybe we can see another new champion, which is Chu Xiaohuayu.
Yeah, definitely gonna be interesting. You don't want to. You would love to see a 3-time champion. That would be the first time in the history of ROO, regardless of the region that you're playing in. But you also want to see someone dethrone that. You want to see the storylines of someone being able to overcome the odds, overcome a stronger power. David beating Goliath is the most told story in the world, and you want to see it here as well. So for myself, I'm kind of torn between both of these storylines, and I can't really say that who I feel should win, because it's going to be interesting regardless.
Yeah, I do agree with you, because it doesn't matter who's gonna win this grand final. The storyline is already perfect, well written between these two guilds. It's a Qin Zhonghua might break the new record as a back-to-back champion, and Chu Xiaohuayu, if they become a champion, it will become a new history for them as a guild who can beat the Loki as the very strong very strong server in Asia region.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it time for a new king, or will the defending king be able to keep hold of his empire? Is going to be something that we'll be seeing here in the finals today. And we are almost here. We are almost ready for the first match of this best of 5 series here at Abigail. It is going to be Chu Xiaohuayi, the contenders, going up against the 2-time defending champions. It is Qin Zhonghua, and they will be in here for potentially 5 games in the series.
Yup, and who is gonna win the first game? Who's gonna hold the first game momentum? We'll never know. But let's see what will happen inside the game. And I'm really interested to see the competition between these two guilds, because yesterday in Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan semifinals, we saw every single guild in this region, especially Asia region, is very Doram heavy. I think they brought around 64 Doram in the competition.
Yeah, that was 60 Dorams, and we were talking about how 40 was too many, but 60 is just something
60.
different. That is 40% of your guild almost in a single class. So I don't know how to feel about that. Not a huge fan of it personally, but whatever works for them.
Yeah, and also one thing that is very interesting in this Asian region is the use of the Royal Guard, which is very limited in Southeast Asia. I also barely seen any guild in Southeast Asia use the Royal Guard. I think I saw it once, but it only 1 or 2 Royal Guards.
Yeah, there was one in Frontera F4. I think that was the only one in the top 8 at least. So definitely a very underutilized and underappreciated class, because a lot of people think that because Royal Guards don't do a lot of damage, their main role in a team fight scenario is being the front lines, being the tanky tanky unit that goes in first, disrupts the opponent, and then creates the opening for your damage dealers to go in. So a lot of there's not a lot of strategies that people craft around building a Royal Guard, so that is a little bit disappointing for me, because I think that Royal Guards have a lot of use especially in a Guild League format. You can be the disruption player, you can also be the crowd control, you can be the support, you can provide damage reduction to your teammates, you can provide damage increase to your teammates, you can debuff your opponents with stuns, with slows, reducing their mana. So many things that they can really do, and it's sad for me to say that it's just one of those classes that's just been overlooked and just outshone in terms of representation by Warlocks as well as Dorams.
Yeah, but luckily we're going to see how good Royal Guard is to be used in Asia region, so maybe we can have a little bit the demo how to create a composition that will that perfectly suit the Royal Guards by the function, because I think it is the Asia region between the Southeast Asia region is kind of different at one concept, because the Southeast Asia region always focus to every single job needs to can at least deal a damage instead of their main job, whether you are a tank, whether you're a support, at least every single kind of job needs to be able to put a lot of damage to their opponent. While on the other hand, the meta from the Asia region is kind of focused to the thing that you are perfect for. When if you're a perfect tank, okay, you just focus to be a tank, and the damage dealer will be focused on the other hand.
Yeah, sure. I definitely agree with what you're saying here in terms of the roles. People are a little bit pigeonholed in playing a single role. They think that it's only your class can only do one thing. But as we know from guilds that have been successful, from guilds that have been being able to perform very well in the previous Odin Cups, as well as Thor Cup as well, is that you need a very well balanced composition. Not everybody just needs to deal damage, and we're going to see it happen here as we go into the first game of this best of 5 series. It is Chu Xiaohua on the green and Yi Si Jing Zonghua on the orange, and right now, Abigail, look at this, the scoreline is actually very close, and it's going to be Chu Xiaohua be the first guild to capture 2 tablets here. Oh my gosh, is this the beginning of the dethroning of the 2-time champion here, Abigail?
Oh my god, this is a very bad early momentum for Yi Si Jing Zonghua, because to lose 2 tablets at the same time, and especially the moon tablet, it will ruin their formation, and they need to give a brute force, whether it's to the star tablet or the moon tablet, which is preferably the moon tablet is the main key rotation, but they decided to put every single forces to the star tablet, and now it's flipping to them. But I don't see any movement in moon tablet, and now it's happening. But as we can see, the defense side from Chu Xiaohua is way too strong, and that's why they're just move very in a very minimum moves, and they can protect every single tablet. But another thing happened again, and the tempo from the Yi Si Jing Zonghua kind of different, and they decided to remove and release the star tablet and to get the moon tablet back, but Chu Xiaohua just refused to give it.
Yeah, they definitely just held their ground here in the moon tablet, and they will defend it very well, reflipping it, getting themselves 50 more points, and suddenly we do see a 300-point lead right now for the side of Chu Xiaohua, and they are looking to also contest on towards the star tablet. Will Yi Si Jing Zonghua defend it, or will they just trade it on the side? Looks like they are wanting to trade. Actually, they're trying to contest here, but they don't seem to have the power and numbers to try and defend this, and looking like they will just trade the sides for now. Doesn't look like Chu Xiaohua will be able to get there to defend in time, but right now the moon tablet will be the point of contention. They're trying to force them out, but we see a lot of players from the side of Chu Xiaohua already there in a good position to defend, and I don't think Yi Si Jing Zonghua can force them out of here.
It's very nice also to see that Chu Xiaohua you also can move that aggressive. I mean, I'm like looking at the rotation and how they respond and adapt to what is the Qing Chuohua wants to bring to the table is very nice to saw, because on the previous day they're very passive. They didn't want to give the moon tablet only, and they didn't care about the other tablets. But now they're very care about every single tablet. They really focus on the trade side.
Yep. But in the meantime, because of them really focusing on towards the moon tablet, they haven't been able to defend their sun. And that gives Yi Jing Zonghua a little bit of a timing window to contest the moon tablet, knowing that some of the members will be focused on the star tablet for their opponents. And this gives them an opening. They might be able to take this moon tablet over here. Yi Jing Zonghua is in a great position to defend, and they will lock it for themselves, closing the gap ever so slightly. Still a 300-point gap. The secondary battlefield is pretty much neck and neck. Yi Jing Zonghua will get the second tier buff for themselves, and that's going to give them additional reduction as well as move speed for the main battlefield.
And that's what they exactly need. And also, I really love the way they spread the position of every single players to defend the moon tablet, and it actually works because it prevents every single player from Chu Xiaohua to enter the moon tablet, and to see that the moon tablet flipping again means that Chu Xiaohua wants to retake the tempo of this game and also retake the moon tablet, which is the core of their strategy.
Yeah, but looks like Yi Jing Zonghua will not contest the moon tablet. Happy to take the trade on the side tablet, so that still gives them a 2 tablet to 1 tablet lead. But in terms of the kills, they haven't really been able to close things out because they are still falling behind by 250 points just from the kills alone. We're gonna have the first minion spawn in a couple more seconds. We did see yesterday Chu Xiaohua did not put a heavy focus on towards the minion spawn, so that might come back to hurt them in a game where it's this close.
And the gap between these two guilds already closer, because on the early game we saw that at a 500 gap, but now it is just lift to 300 and almost a 400. And the way Chu Xiaohua you try to defend every single tablet is kind of different with what we saw yesterday. And now this pound camp of the Owl Baron is already, you know, we can see a lot of players from one of the kills, and they're fighting each other.
Yep, they are prepared here to get the minion spawn. It's Chu Xiaohua controlling the Owl Baron area, but the rest of the spawn seems to be camped here from the side of Yi Jing Zonghua. And in terms of mobs, it looks like majority of them did go towards the way of Yi Jing Zonghua, so that gives them a little bit of a point gain differential, but it was not still enough to close up the gap hugely. It is still a 230-point gap. And if Yi Jing Zonghua will be able to capture the Sun Tablet and defend the Moon Tablet at the same time, that will give them a good position to regain the lead in this first game.
But this is going to be a very tough work for Yi Jing Zonghua, because to defend 3 tablets at the same time while you're a very neck-to-neck power with your enemy, which is Chu Xiaohua, it will be very a tough job. So you need to decide which tablet that you want to defend for, and they very happy to let the moon tablet back to Chu Xiaohua's hand as well as the star.
Looks like Yi Jing Zonghua is not going to defend their star, which is surprising, because they lose the tablet lead at the moment. They were reducing the point differential, but because they lost that on towards the star side, now it's a 250-point gap once again. Trading the Sun Tablet for the Moon might be what they're looking for, but we do see a lot of members of Chu Xiaohua still hanging around the Moon Tablet. Not enough though, as it seems that they are being wiped out. Chu Xiaohua needs a bit more members over here, and they will respawn, get in there, provide the support that they need, and they will look to defend their Moon Tablet. The numbers are coming back in. Looks like a full 40 members are gathered here in towards the Moon Tablet, and they will defend it very well.
Nice retake, and also nice reaction from Chu Xiaohua to retake the moon tablet back. And they also moved their forces to the star tablet, but it's not happening because Yi Jing Zonghua already put their forces into there. And I really love the way that Chu Xiaohua always react in 1 millisecond or maybe 1 second, because the moment they understand that star tablet it is very hard to retake, they just move to the Sun Tablet to take the advantage of this game, and it's always happening. And it puts Yi Jing Zonghua to a very tough position regardless the points difference.
Yep, nice Oblivion here in the Moon Tablet, though, keeping a lot of the players of Chu Xiaohua outside, but it was not enough. They had no follow-up after that huge Oblivion, and that allowed Chu Xiaohua to be able to regain their members in towards the Moon Tablet, be able to defend it properly, and gives them another 50 points here in this close game. It's going to come down to the Owl Baron. Whoever gets the Owl Baron will be taking the lead. If Chu Xiaohua gets the Owl Baron, they will be in a fantastic position to win this game, but if it is Yi Si Jing Zhonghua that gets the Owl Baron, suddenly they find themselves in a 100-point lead as well. Here, once again, trading the side tablets is the name of the game. A couple of members from the side of Yi Si Jing Zhonghua is over here to try and farm some kills, but ultimately not enough to slow them down from capturing the tablet. And it's going to be the contest for the Moon Tablet once again.
That's a very nice prevention from Chu Xiaohua while defending this hard tablet, because they always put several members inside the tablet, and the other players is try to block the exit threat from Yi Si Jing Zhonghua, and it makes them not only successfully defend the tablet but also get lots of kills, which, you know, making the gap between them bigger and bigger.
Yep, definitely. It's getting up to 500 points now for the defending champion side, which is looking scary because we're talking about them wanting to defend their back-to-back title. This is not looking good for their title run here because they are falling behind slowly. Now they're trying to capture the Star Tablet, but the defense coming in from the side of Chu Xiaohua might be too much for them to deal with. They are forcing them out. They will flip the Star Tablet, and Chu Xiaohua will be able to get that 50 points for themselves. Still, the two tablets being pressured here from the side of Yi Si Jing Zhonghua at the same time. So this Moon Tablet, the rotations might be a bit too slow from the side of Chu Xiaohua, and it will be Yi Si Jing Zhonghua the one to capture it with 50 seconds before the Owl Baron left to spare. Let's see if both these guilds will take a huge fight over there.
Yeah, and I haven't seen any players from these two guilds, which is Chu Xiaohua and Yi Si Jing Zhonghua, to move around honestly zoning the Owl Baron spot. But now currently a lot of players from both sides move to the Owl Baron spot, and they're fighting each other to secure a perfect position to slay the Owl Baron.
Yep, I do see Asura here, Abby. That might be the one hit on the Owl Baron that we're looking for to give Yi Si Jing Zhonghua the lead. Let's see if he's able to get that off, because if they are able to get the Owl Baron in a single hit, that will give them the lead of this game. So this is going to be very important. All three tablets being captured by Yi Si Jing Zhonghua at the same time. This is huge pressure being put onto the side of Chu Xiaohua. Owl Baron about to spawn in a second. Commander skills are being used. The Owl Baron is still alive, and it will be going towards the way of Yi Si Jing Zhonghua, and they take the lead in this game.
They take lead. It is very nice. They flipped the tablets to their hands, and they didn't lose the Owl Baron, and it gives them a very nice breath to prolong this game and also make a lead to them. And not to mention about the maximum buff that they already got it from the Yi Si Jing Zhonghua, and it makes them very tanky, so it will make them also easier to move every single tablet and give a brute force to Chu Xiaohua.
200 points is the lead right now for the defending champions. What a turn of events over here, Abigail, and they just need to hold on to the tablets. They just need to trade tablets every single time, prolong this game a little bit more, and they will take the first game of this best of 5 series. But the Sun Tablet is in danger right now. Chu Xiaohua is not giving up yet. They know that they still have a chance. They still have a dog in this fight, and capturing the Sun Tablet will give them a good chance. They will take it, and that cuts down the lead to 140. The Star Tablet seems to be under pressure as well from the side of Chu Xiaohua, but the Moon Tablet will be where Yi Si Jing Zhonghua will put most of their members. Another 50 points going to the way of Chu Xiaohua, and boy, this is getting close. Moon Tablet gets defended here by Chu Xiaohua. This is going to be huge because that's going to be all three tablets under their control in such a tight game.
And it is not happening because Yi Si Jing Zhonghua failed to secure the Moon Tablet, and all of the forces from Chu Xiaohua just move to every single tablet right on time, and the forces from Yi Si Jing Zhonghua already moved to the Sun Tablet because they really need to close this gap because they already have it, and now they're behind again.
50 points behind. There is still some points to be gotten if they are able to get this Sun Tablet, but looks like Chu Xiaohua will defend the Sun Tablet for now. They will lose the Star Tablet, so Still 50 points net even change across both these guilds. The next fight on towards the Moon Tablet will decide who regains the tempo in this match. Is it going to be Yisu Jinzhonghua retaking the lead, or will Chu Xiaohuai secure the first game? We don't have much time left. Both of these guilds does not have too much HP to play with. Is it going to be enough? Let's see. Statue skills are being dropped. That's going to be enough to wipe them out from the side of Chu Xiaohuai, and Yisu Jinzhonghua will take the Moon Tablet, giving themselves the 2-tablet lead once again.
Yeah, and now the question is, what will Yisu Jinzhonghua do after taking a lead in this game and closing this gap? But suddenly, the movement from Chu Xiaohuai also becoming very aggressive because they want to retake the star tablet, but the defensive side from Yisu Jinzhonghua already moved that, and they decided to creating a space for every single player to retake every single tablet in this map.
Wow, what is this? Both sides are being defended here by Yisu Jinzhonghua, and they get themselves a 50-point lead at the moment. Are they able to defend the star tablet as well? Because that's going to be huge. If they get the star tablet, they will completely negate any sort of tempo that Chu Xiaohuai has. But unfortunately, Chu Xiaohuai will be able to get it. And that gives them a fighting chance in this game, because the Moon Tablet is open to be contested here. And if Chu Xiaohuai is able to flip this tablet, the game is dead even once again. And but they will regain the tempo of this game. Right now, Moon Tablet is halfway being captured. Looks like they have a lot of numbers here. No more statue skills. That might be the difference maker for the side of Chu Xiaohuai, and they will get it. They take the lead in this close game once again.
Yeah, once again, but Yisu Jinzhonghua tried their best to move to the star tablet, and the star tablet almost captured by them, and it is just counting the times when players from Chu Xiaohuai move again to the star tablet, because they really need this lead. They didn't need to hold these small gaps between them, and the 250 against 220, and the lead that Yisu Jinzhonghua hold before just feels like nothing, because Chu Xiaohuai just flipped the tablet very easily with a very good hard work.
Oh no, but they catch them off guard. The Frozen Roll outside, perfectly slopping them. They're not able to defend the Moon Tablet. Everybody's caught outside. So that's going to be huge for the side of Yisu Jinzhonghua. If they capture this Moon Tablet and they can rotate once more, they are getting the lead in this game. Still a 20-point difference between both of these guilds. My oh my Abigail, this is one of the closest games we've seen so far. 34-point difference. This Sun Tablet, if Yisu Jinzhonghua is able to stop them in this Sun Tablet, they will completely run over the remaining portions of the game. But looks like it will be a trade. They will be going down to 60 HP. This is going to close. This Star Tablet will be the difference maker. This will decide if Yisu Jinzhonghua loses here straight away, or will they still have a fighting chance. They will capture it, it seems. And they... Oh no, not yet. They do not capture it. Chu Xiaohuai is over here to fight. They are wiping them out. 20-point HP left remaining for them. This looks like it's over. Chu Xiaohuai will be taking the first game of this best of 5 series.
Oh my god, that was beautifully executed by Chu Xiaohuai at the end of the game, David. Look at how fast they rotate, and look how fast they want to trade every single tablet from Yisu Jinzhonghua. And it's really nice that Yisu Jinzhonghua managed to gain at least a lead inside the game after killing the Owl Baron, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't take long for Chu Xiaohuai to regain the tempo again, and they dictate the Yisu Jinzhonghua to follow what they really want to, and especially talking about the rotation from Chu Xiaohuai is pretty much different with what we saw yesterday. They're very passive, and now today they're very aggressive and they're very fast. It is, I mean, like, it is almost on the same pace with what Southeast Asia region do.
Absolutely, this is definitely aggressive, something that we are used to seeing from the Southeast Asia region. But you know, this is definitely, they have definitely caught Yisu Jinzhonghua off guard with their aggressive rotation. So, wow, I mean, what a way to start this best of 5 series, going down to the wire to the last few moments of the game. And it could have been, it could have gone either way there, Abigail, if just a little bit more statue skills, a little bit more delays were happening for the side of Yisu Jinzhonghua. They definitely could have been able to make a comeback in the first game. But ultimately, the first game of the series, the one that we say is the most important to gather momentum for your guild, goes towards the side of the contenders, which are Chu Xiaohuai.
Yeah, and it is really nice to see how Chu Xiaohua always focus on the objective, and their main objective is to make Izajin Xiaohua dying slowly, and it perfectly works and also they regain the tempo for the almost whole game. I mean, except the time when the Owl Baron was killed by the Izajin Xiaohua, and but still, although they got the -500 and Izajin Xiaohua managed to have a small lead against them, it's also thanks to the long lead and the big lead that Chu Xiaohua you get on the early game.
Oh, absolutely. And let's take a look at the stats for the first game. How close it was between both these guilds. And if you look at the damage being dealt there, Chu Xiaohua you had a huge lead in terms of damage. They did not have a good run in the secondary battlefield. They couldn't secure the third level buff. But in terms of the kills, it looks like they didn't need any of those buffs as they scored 570 kills for the Lydia 1 server compared to the Loki 3 server, which only got 293 kills for themselves. In terms of the tablet capturing, they did a better job in securing more tablets as well for the side of Chu Xiaohua. And despite the monsters being pretty much even here, it was the Owl Baron going towards the way of Yi Si Jin Zonghua, and that reduced the amount of damage they took early on from the tablets being captured from the side of Chu Xiaohua, but ultimately it was not enough to close the game out with.
Yeah, and also I'm very amazed with how the commanders from Chu Xiaohua side is, can perfectly position every single players in a very good defending and also a counter-attack side, because each time they want to retake the tablets from Izajin Xiaohua, they always do it from a separate ways. So first they put several members, I mean like less than 10 maybe inside the tablet to creating a focus from the Izajin Xiaohua only for the players inside the tablet, and they kind of surrounded another players, all of the players inside the tablet with another forces, and which is very interesting because it makes that Izajin Xiaohua doesn't have any other option except eating every single area of evac, and they will push slowly a bit by a bit outside the tablet.
Yeah, absolutely. And the secondary battlefield definitely was not enough of a lead to give Izajin Zonghua a fighting chance here. And here we have the MVP for the first game of this best of 5 series is www. Adoram with 586 million damage. Absolutely incredible stat line here for him.
Yeah, an incredible Doram, and especially and then looking how hard for Izajin Xiaohua to reform the formation and do a very good rotation. I think it's delayed because this Doram, and as long as I remember, Chu Xiaohua is the one who has 64 Doram in the competitions. So I think it's no wonder Izajin Xiaohua find a hard time to move to the moon tablet in the early game, and they have no other option except to move to the side tablet.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, we've been talking about how Dorams are very important, very flexible, very versatile in the main battlefield, and it definitely has come hugely to play with their move speed, allowing them to rotate faster. And the way that Dorams deal damage is also very mobile. They can just cast their skills and continue moving on, making them very elusive, very hard to kill, and that definitely gives them an advantage when they're trying to stay alive capturing these tablets. So game 1 does go towards the way of Chu Xiaohua. The defending champions are looking like they're in a little bit of a danger here, Abigail. Losing the first game is not what you want, but because this is a best of 5 series, they do have the time to bounce back. They have time to make adjustments with the information they've learned in the first game. That we always say the first game is both important and necessary to win, or even if you lose, you have to gain something from that, which is the information on your opponent's composition and strategy. So, despite the defending champions not being able to take the momentum with taking the first game, they will definitely have had a lot of lessons to learn after that, and hopefully we do see a switch up in terms of strategy that will give them a better fighting chance in the next few games.
Yeah, because from my perspective, as far as I saw the performance from Issa Jingjinghua in the first game, each time they want to retake a tablet, it costs us a lot on their side, and it is not good because it will, help them to move to another tablet because they need to wait for the other players to respawn again and reform the formation again before moving to the other tablet, and it costs us a lot of time. And compared to what Chu Xiaohua manage every single player and manage every single skills that they have, and also the positioning of each player is perfectly executed. So I believe in second game, the Issa Jingjinghua need to find a way out of this kind of problem, because each time you want to move to another tablet, you need to spare a lot of time. It will cause a lot of damage to your life points as a guild.
Yeah, definitely. They need to be a little bit faster. They need to be able to not just react, but also predict their opponent's movements, and that will go a long way for them to reduce the damage. Because we did see early on, they were able to keep the points close, but as the match went by, the longer it went, the point difference started to grow towards the way of Chu Xiaohua. But Tan Si Jingjinghua, they need to be able to be there ahead of time, because we've seen in whether it's Southeast Asia or in the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region, whichever guild has the better positioning inside the tablet, they will have a much better time defending from their attackers. So get there early, disrupt your opponent's defensive positioning, kill their backlines, and then when you go to try and capture the tablet, your job will be infinitely much easier.
Yeah, and Chu Xiaohua's case, especially talking about the first game, they're not only have a better positioning inside the tablet than Issa Jingjinghua do, but also how they managed to create a body cage inside the tablet to make sure they can hitting two birds with one stone is sort of a genius, a very simple strategy and concept, but still give you a lot of impact and result.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely one of the main things that both these guilds have to look out for if they want to be called the champions of the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan Odin Cup winner. This is season 3. This is the defending champions here back again to play. But this is probably one of their toughest opponents yet, their toughest challenge yet. And we know, regardless of the competition, the game, the sport, winning the championship 3 times is the toughest thing to do. Michael Jordan did it twice. In baseball, historically there's only 1 or 2 teams that have been able to do that. Same thing there in American football. Even in football, in the World Cup, there hasn't really been a lot of countries that was able to defend their crown, much less 3 times in a row. So it's a very tough thing to do, especially when you have so much pressure, so much expectation put on your shoulders. People expect you to be able to defend it again and again and again, but it's not the case, because people will adapt, people will grow, people will learn your strategies and exploit your mistakes. So Tan Si Jingjinghua will need to pull something out of their book to try and defend this for the 3rd time.
And don't forget that if you're on top, if you're the champion, people will analyze every single movement from your side, and a lot of demo will be breakdown and to be analyzed by the other guilds. And the moment the other guild find a way to counter-attack you and you still use the same strategy, it will be the death of you. So I'm really excited to see if Issa Jingjinghua still have something in their pocket, and especially after the lose of the first game. And Chu Xiaohua did a very good job on the first game, and it looks very promising as like what we saw yesterday. So the main job is just to maintain it and maybe make it even flawless than what we saw on the previous game.
Yeah, let's see what sort of adjustments they will be making to try and give them a fighting chance, because it doesn't seem like they were able to contest any of the tablets, also giving a lot of kills away to the side of Tu Xiaohuayu. So they definitely need to adjust something in their maybe in their equipments or in their build to be able to withstand the damage coming from Tu Xiaohuayu.
Yeah, and this is the preparation before we jump into the second game. We're still waiting what will Tansa Xinzhuanghua will do, and especially the defending champion. I mean, like, this is a very spicy and very sexy topic to talk about this guild, because even in the international, the world only have one back-to-back champion, and now they're crumbling apart. So this is going to be very interesting. This Tansi Xinzhuanghua will become the very first back-to-back champion in this Odin Cup or not?
Yep, it is one of the hardest things to do is the three-peat. And you know, we might see it ended right here and now, because down 0-0 right now, Tansi Xinzhuanghua definitely needs to has a lot of changes to do if they want to try and bring this for the first time in Ragnarok Online Origin. So let's see if they're able to do it in this game, as it is going to be the difference maker. Because if Tansi Xinzhuanghua loses this game, then they'll be down 0-2, and that is so much pressure being put on them immediately, and it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to bounce back from that position. But the best way to prevent that position from being in that position is to win this game right here and now and even out the odds.
But also they, especially Tansa Xinzhuanghua, needs to be calmer than the previous game, because I sense that Tansa Xinzhuanghua kind of to focus on the tablet instead of looking to the other objective that you can get. I mean, like, they did really well on the secondary map, but on the main battlefield, it seems like that a lot of players from Tansa Xinzhuanghua kind of focus only to retake the tablets, not to focus on to gain lots of kills or minions. Maybe they successfully slayed our Baron, but you know, in terms of killing or PKing, which is kind of playing a very role important too in sort of way, Tansa Xinzhuanghua sort of like, you know, doesn't really care about that. The main focus of Tansa Xinzhuanghua mainly on the tablets, which is creating a space for Tu Xiaohuayu to look after for another hole that they can abuse inside the Tansa Xinzhuanghua strategy.
Yep, absolutely. It's they did it in the first game. Let's see if they're able to repeat it in the second game of this best of 5 series, because this is the grand finals here, Abigail. Every little moment counts. Everybody needs to be able to commit, to be able to contribute, and we are off to a hot start here for the side of Tu Xiaohuayu once again. One Moon as well as the Sun Tablet being secured by both teams, and the Star Tablet will be taken by the side of Tu Xiaohuayu. So once again, they do take the tablet advantage. They do get a couple of more kills compared to the other side as well. So right now the Moon Tablet will be the area of contest, but Tu Xiaohuayu already in a good defensive position, drops a lot of statue skills to wipe them out, and they should be able to hold on to this tablet and defend it very well.
Well, to be honest, it is almost perfect defensive position from Tu Xiaohuayu, because they put players from the left side of the tablet, and also they put a lot of players from the back side of the tablet, and they also blocking the entryway from Tansa Xinzhuanghua, which is very interesting to see. And they decided to gain a trade between the side tablets and force Tansa Xinzhuanghua to do over rotating again, like what we saw on the previous game.
Yeah, this is just the just repeating the strategy from the first game. Get the early tablet lead, and then start swapping the side tablets, and then defending the Moon Tablet once again. That is that seems to be the textbook play coming from the side of Tu Xiaohuayu. They are in a decent defensive position towards the bottom side of the Moon Tablet, but that allows the members of the side of Tansa Xinzhuanghua to come in from the top, but it was not enough. The defensive position was just way too strong here for the side of Tu Xiaohuayu, and they will defend the Moon Tablet once again and swap out towards the side tablet once again.
Yeah, and tablets trading happened again, and to be honest, I found it very interesting how good Chu Xiaohua you put their players. Basically, you need to beat several layers from Chu Xiaohua each time you want to retake the tablet, and each time Chu Xiaohua you beat the first layer from Tansa Qingzhonghua, they just push the second layer of their defense and push, and it makes Tansa Qingzhonghua in an awkward position, so they have no other choice to move back from the tablet.
Yeah, they make very good use of the mechanics. We do see a lot of mechanics from the side of Chu Xiaohua, and they definitely have been acting as their role, playing that frontline bruiser, playing along with the Royal Guard, really just creating a lot of havoc in the front lines. And you were talking about the multi-layer defense and I completely agree with you there, Abigail, because we do see the frontliners just going in, disrupting them, creating havoc, and even if Tansi Qingzhonghua kills all of them, there's the secondary backline, which is all the damage dealers, and you spend a lot of your time dealing with the tanky units, and the backlines are just able to just constantly do DPS. And we see Chu Xiaohua once again off to a fantastic start, getting themselves to a 400-point lead already.
Yeah, 400 lead, 400 points lead, and it's very perfect early game for Chu Xiaohua, and it seems like the Tansa Qingzhonghua still have no idea or maybe have any other way how to create a tempo on their side, because they currently following the tempo that Chu Xiaohua set up for them, and the trade that happens between these two guilds is also allowed by the movement of Chu Xiaohua players instead.
Yeah, absolutely. They are just being led by the nose here for the side of Tansi Qingzhonghua, and the secondary battlefield. They had the advantage the first game, but this time it doesn't look like they're able to take a huge lead in the secondary battlefield. So in terms of buffs, they are worse for wear compared to the first game, and they are definitely in a worse position compared to where they were in game number 1. And if game number 1 did not go their way, it's hard to see them make a difference here in game number 2. Star Tablet almost got captured there from the side of Tansi Qingzhonghua, but there was just not enough members, and it will be Chu Xiaohua be able to defend that. But looks like the Moon Tablet was the real target here from the side of Tansi Qingzhonghua, and they will get it for themselves. The first time they're getting 2 tablets here from the side of Tansi Qingzhonghua.
Well, will it stay long? Because the forces from Chu Xiaohua already moved to the main tablet and pushing every single player from Tansa Qingzhonghua away from that tablet, and that's just a bait, because those players already moved to the Sun tablet, leaving the Moon tablet empty. And this is going to be very interesting, because the moment the Sun tablet is captured by the Chu Xiaohua, those players already back to the Moon tablet, and leaving every single players from Tansa Qingzhonghua live in vain.
Absolutely. Here comes the first minion wave spawn in another 5 seconds. Chu Xiaohua has control over the Sun side, but what about the rest? Terminal wings being dropped to secure the minions, and it seems that majority of them did go towards the way of Tansi Qingzhonghua, of Chu Xiaohua, which gives them a 500-point lead at the moment. Moon Tablet being contested here. They are in a fantastic defensive positioning, and they will capture the Moon Tablet. They have the numbers, they have the position, and they will get the points for themselves as well.
That was beautiful, but Tansa Qingzhonghua find a way to strike their way inside the Sun tablet, and now it's flipping to them. But what will happen to the Chu Xiaohua side, because their forces already left the Moon tablet, and now they are decided to retake the Sun tablet to their hands, and they're splitting their members inside 2 tablets while defending the Moon tablet. They're also retaking the Sun tablet, and now the 2 tablets are on their hand, but also they leave several players inside this 3rd tablet, and so it makes the Tansa Qingzhonghua lives in a very over-rotating position again and again.
Yeah, Tansi Qingzhonghua did decide not to defend the Sun tablet just so that they can be in a good defensive position for the Moon tablet. But it was not enough. The raw power of Chu Xiaohua was able to force them out of that position. The front lines doing a lot of work for the side of Chu Xiaohua, really being tanky, really being disruptive, and they managed to break through the defense that was set up from the side of Tansi Qingzhonghua. All the summons, everything they tried could not hold back the pressure from the frontliners on the side of Chu Xiaohua, and they lose the Moon tablet once again, despite they tried. Hansa Jinhua, they tried to disrupt the tempo by giving up the Sun Tablet and putting the members to defend and capture the Moon Tablet, but it was not enough, and this spells disaster for the side of the defending champions, because if they do not get the Owl Baron this time, they will be in such a bad spot to win this game.
Well, to be honest, I agree with a point that Hansa Jinhua did a very good job to creating a space for them so they can dictate the tempo instead of being dictated by the Chuxiao Huayu. Although they also did a very good defensive in the Moon Tablet, but the mechanics from Chuxiao Huayu did a very perfect job, because what they did, they just, slips inside the formation and divide them, and it creating lots of space, because the players from Hansa Jinhua were kind of surprised to see those mechanics are very brave to jump into the formation of Hansa Jinhua, and also not to mention those tanky players, just split the focus of players, the key players from Hansa Jinhua, and also it makes the damage deal from Chuxiao Huayu easier to break them down.
I cannot agree with you more, Abigail. That is exactly what happened here at the Moon Tablet, and at every single tablet. It seems that Chuxiao Huayu has been taking a leaf out of the Southeast Asian playbook. They're moving as an entire guild, 40 members always contesting every tablet, and with the raw numbers, they've really been able to just push through, and that showcase here once again. Look at the numbers that Chuxiao Huayu have in the Moon Tablet. They are completely outnumbering them, and they having those frontline mechanics, frontline Royal Guards on their side. They are just really running them over in any single tablet that they decide to go to.
And those frontliners are very annoying to Hansa Jinhua, because each time they jump inside the formation of the Hansa Jinhua, it splits the focus of each core players, so they will manage to defend themselves first instead of defending the tablet, and it is exactly what Chuxiao Huayu always wanted from the start.
Absolutely, but here we see Hansa Jinhua able to take the Sun Tablet, and they will be in time to defend the Moon Tablet, to try and capture the Moon Tablet if they get in a good defensive position. But is this too little too late here? Star Tablet is flipped towards the way of Chuxiao Huayu, but the Moon Tablet is where the main action is, and they will lock it for themselves. And that was really close, because we did start to see the members rotating in from the side of Chuxiao Huayu, but ultimately they were able to capture it. They do have the movement speed bonus from the secondary battlefield once again, and the Owl Baron is about to spawn. Now, this time, will Hansa Jinhua be able to get it again and give us a game, or will Chuxiao Huayu this time be able to secure it and allow themselves to win in a more comfortable fashion?
But first, they need to at least protect the core player who can slay the Owl Baron in the second. But the defense side and the zoning playstyle from Chuxiao Huayu is way too strong. Look how hard for Hansa Jinhua to make their players inside the tablet, inside the Owl Baron spot. And now the Owl Baron's already spawned, and 1 second, the Owl Baron already killed. And it killed by Hansa Jinhua 2 times. It creates a very perfect space. Yeah, the same script, the same storyline that what happened in the previous game, and now they have the lead. Now the main problem for Hansa Jinhua is to keep this tempo, to keep this lead.
The strategy around securing the Owl Baron has worked twice now for the side of Hansa Jinhua. That one Surah from their end has just been able to clutch the situation over and over again. And he has been the only reason that Hansa Jinhua has any say in this fight, and that gave them that 100-point lead that we're seeing at the moment. Hansa Jinhua's late game strategy is really, really good, but they haven't, at least in the games that we're seeing right now. In game number 1, they weren't able to finish off the game despite their late game strategy working out. But let's see if it's any different in this game, because right now they are leading by 100 points. But is it going to be enough? Moon Tablet, they are in a good position to defend, but here comes Chuxiao Huayu to attack them.
Yeah, Chuxiao Huayu is coming to attack them, and now the Moon Tablet is almost secured by the Chuxiao Huayu, and it doesn't look good for the Hansa Jinhua side, because it makes them slowly dying, but very perfect adaptation and reaction from the Tansa Jinchonghua. They also moved to the Sun Tablet before Chu Xiaohuayu to take it, but I think it doesn't going to be happen. And the reaction that Tansa Jinchonghua gave is also perfect. They decided to move to another tablet to regain the control of this game.
Yes. I realized something that was the difference maker in the Owl Baron and the post Owl Baron fight is that the plan coming from the side of Tansu Jinzhonghua is that they don't use any terminal wings or statue skills in the Owl Baron, but instead save them for the post fight because they know that they just need that one Sura to secure it, and that gave them the lead, that gave them the momentum for a short time after the Owl Baron has been slain. But here we do see Chu Xiaohuayu taking the Moon Tablet once again, and that cuts down the lead to less than 100 for the side of Tansu Jinzhonghua.
Yeah, but the reaction that Tansa Jinchonghua gave is to retake again the Sound Tablet, and the movement from Chu Xiaohuayu is to deny this Sound Tablet, but instead also move to the Star Tablet. They want to be greedy this time. They want to retake all of these tablets, and also this Sound Tablet already captured by the Chu Xiaohuayu side, but the Star Tablet is still contested, and now the Moon is in danger. Now what will Chu Xiaohuayu do? Most of the players from Chu Xiaohuayu already moved to the Moon Tablet to protect it, so they're always in one step ahead from Tansa Jinchonghua.
Yeah, they are in a better defensive position already. You see so many members from the side of Tansa Jinchonghua caught outside the tablet. They're fighting them outside the tablet, and Chu Xiaohuayu knows that this is all they need to do to be able to win the game. Drag out the game a little bit more, get the kills, get the points they need from the kills, and they will slowly overrun them. But right now, two tablets being pressured here from the side of Chu Xiaohuayu. This is exactly what they need to regain tempo of the game. The Sun Tablet will go their way. Can they take the Moon Tablet? Rotations are coming in from the side of Chu Xiaohuayu, but they are caught outside by a huge Frozen World. It is not enough though, because they will be able to move in after it expires, and that will allow Chu Xiaohuayu to defend this Moon Tablet position. Look at their back lines. They are just so healthy, so protected. There's not enough damage, not enough DPS to kill the backlines, and that regains the tempo for the side of Chu Xiaohuayu. Another 100-point lead given to them right now. And Abigail, this looks like it is going to be over for the defending champions.
Oh, that scenario, David, because what would happen is Tansa Jinchonghua already moved to the Star Tablet. They want to retake that tablet and also want to protect the Sound Tablet as well. But Chu Xiaohuayu did a good reaction, because they always split their players to these two tablets at the same time. They recaptured again the Star Tablet, and also the Sun Tablet is being given to the Tansa Jinchonghua side. But now Chu Xiaohuayu think they need to close this game, and also they already moved their forces to the Sun Tablet, and now the Star Tablet already moved to the Tansa Jinchonghua side, because Tansa Jinchonghua seems like they want to avoid the contact with the Chu Xiaohuayu player, and they want to real hard to play the tempo, but the point difference and here is too big for them to secure.
Absolutely, only 32 health points left remaining. That is definitely too much of a difference for them to come back. Not enough time to be able to allow them to come back in this game. And Abigail, we might be seeing history being made at the moment, because Tansu Jinchonghua will be losing this game, as Chu Xiaohuayu will be taking the series to match and series point 2-0, being led by Chu Xiaohuayu, and we are in for a treat, because this might be the end of an era for the side of Tansu Jinchonghua.
Oh my god, this is going to be a disaster for Tansa Jinchonghua. I mean, like, they tried their best to empty their pocket and especially in this second game. I noticed they changed the tempo. I noticed that they changed the way how to retake the tablets, but at the same time, Chu Xiaohuayu still have something in their mind, and is perfectly executed, and especially the way they defend and also retaking the tablets is way too fantastic to talk to, because they have 3 different approaches at least to counter attack what Tansa Jinchonghua bring on the table. Wow, that's scary.
Absolutely. I mean, they've just been moving so well across the map. Their defensive positions were constantly being perfect, and their frontliners have just been really doing their jobs. The mechanics and that one royal guard that they have in the main battlefield has been absolutely on a tear. Creating the havoc when you have one player or like 3 or 4 players that's taking all the attention from the opponent's side, you know that your DPS behind them is going to have a good time doing all the damage they need, and that has definitely been the difference maker in this match. That is exactly why Chu Xiaohua, despite losing the Owl Baron twice in both these games, they have been able to regain the momentum and the tempo by just overrunning the side of Tan Shi Jinghua in those tablets.
Yeah, and it's really nice to see, although this Tan Shi Jinghua, twice killed the Owl Baron and regained a momentum and prolonged the breath. But the main problem is Owl Baron spawn only once per game.
Yeah.
And you need to secure every single tablet. You need to regain the tempo for the whole game. And this is what Chu Xiaohua already noticed from the start. They're always creating a space for every single players inside the formation. It was always comfortably kept moved to any other spot in this map. But the problem is, for Tan Shi Jinghua, the main problem for them is to counterattack the Chu Xiaohua, and it seems like they failed to read what will Chu Xiaohua do next.
Yeah, it is very hard for them to see what is going wrong in those matches, because you're in the thick of the battle. But let's take a look at the stats to give us a clearer picture of what went down in game number 2. Damage-wise, it's just the same story, the same difference being told once again. Chu Xiaohua has been the main ones to get those kills, get those points from the kills, as well as just being able to overrun them in tablets. And the strongholds captured were looking like it's much closer this time, but they got the lead back with the difference in terms of kills. Secondary battlefield looks to be the same story again. Is Tan Shi Jinghua having the advantage with one more morale buff, as well as having one extra commander skill compared to what Chu Xiaohua had, but unfortunately it was not enough to carry the main battlefield to victory.
Yeah, because I can tell that the Tan Shi Jinghua didn't utilize this buff to its maximum usage, because the main objective for Tan Shi Jinghua is always to retake the tablet and creating a good form on their formation as well as the rotation. While on the other hand, the Chu Xiaohua always regain the tempo, and the tempo here is the main problem for Tan Shi Jinghua, because each time they want to rotate, there's always someone from Chu Xiaohua side, which is the tank, whether it's the Royal Guard, whether it's the Rune Knight, whether it's the Mechanic, always they jump into their formation and creating a chaos. And that's the chaos that makes the Tan Shi Jinghua always have to reform again, recovery again, and it takes a long time for them to secure one tablet. But still, the MVP is the Doram, and I believe this Doram also played an important role to create a chaos inside the formation of Tan Shi Jinghua.
Yeah, the thing about Doram summons is that they're just so small, and when you have a lot of things happening, a lot of chaos happening in the battlefield, you will not be able to constantly be aware of where their summons are, and that creates a lot of damage you're taking without yourself noticing. And we are in Southeast Asia, they are countering the Dorams with Rangers as well as Assassins, but it doesn't seem like that's the case here for the side of the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region, because we've seen all the top players, at least for both guilds, being Warlocks and Dorams. That means that they don't have any counters to those Dorams other than the players themselves. So maybe if the side of Tan Shi Jinghua has something along those lines, Director Q used to be one of the strongest assassins in the entire game. He is currently a Warlock at I think Warlock or Doram at the moment. So if I don't know if he has the time to make the adjustment or change back to an assassin, or if he has another guild member that is a strong assassin. That might be something that they want to unleash in this game, because we've seen it work really well in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, and talking about Doram itself. I mean, and Doram is one problem, but the mechanic also another problem. I mean, the biggest problem, the biggest problem here is not the Doram itself, but more like the frontliner from Chu Xiaohuayu, because those frontliners from Chu Xiaohuayu has a very good sense in creating chaos. I mean, like they have a very perfect timing to jump into the formation of the Tansachi Chonghua, and also making the attention from each core players from Tansachi Chonghua always to focus to those tanks, and also it allows those Dorams and those Warlocks to, you know, just lay every single area of a Valkyrie summons to create more chaos.
Yeah, exactly. Like the front lines definitely have been doing work there for Chu Xiaohuayu, and that gave them this 2-0 lead at the moment here, Abigail. The defending champions, the back-to-back champions, they are in trouble.
Woo! I mean, like, this is a big trouble. This is not a problem anymore. It is more like a big problem. A problem that you need to contemplate for a long time, I think, but you technically don't have lots of time, because the third game is going to start, so you need to compose your voice and also made up your mind which kind of strategy that you want to use for next. Otherwise, you will lose to 3-0, which is very painful for the back-to-back champion.
Yeah, the back-to-back champions being swept by the contenders is definitely a storyline that will ring on for ages. But what else will be ringing on for ages here will be a new live stream code for you guys to redeem. It is OCSEA-S2 GO. Odin Cup Southeast Asia Season 2 GO.
Yeah, go, and go redeem. That's what they say. I mean, like the Odin Cup Southeast Asia Season 2, go redeem this code now.
Exactly. This code has 300 diamonds, 10,000 Zenny, and 1 million Eden coins. So make sure you redeem this. 300 diamonds is a lot, and you definitely will need it for your future progress to come. So make sure you claim this code, share it with your friends. If your friends are not here in the live stream yet, or not in the live stream already, get them in here. Make sure that they're here to be able to witness a new champion for the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region.
Oh, David, don't say it like the
Not yet.
will win
Too
the third
early.
game. I mean, like, this is the best of 5 series, man.
Oh, that's true. It is a best of 5 series. Anything can happen. We've seen reverse sweeps happening.
Yep.
But, with a 2-0 lead, it gives so much pressure to the side of Hansi Jinhua to be able to come back from. And, they are the back-to-back defending champions. They haven't been in this spot before. They haven't been forced into a corner and, needing to fight their way out. They need to take, they have to be having the correct mindset, which is take one game at a time. And I'm not sure if they have the mental capacity to be able to do that right now.
Well, this is the time when the champion's mentality being tested on the Tansachi Chonghua side, because if they manage to at least secure one win on the third game, it proves to us that they'll still have, a mentality, a characteristic to become a champion. But if they're being swept to 3-0, that would be another question.
Yeah, it's a tough position to be in right now, being down 0-2, especially if you are the back-to-back defending champions. And this is where you need to tune out all the voices that you may be seeing on social media or on the stream. This is where you need to go full focus. Make sure that yourself, your entire guild is here together to win with you, because 2-0 is the lead right now, being taken by Chu Xiaohuayu representing Lydia 1, and Hansi Jinhua, the back-to-back defending champions. They need everything they have. They need the support from everybody, their guildmates, their server, everybody watching the audience. Can they come back from this deficit and force us to a game number 4? We will need to see what happens here in game number 3, as this may potentially be the last game of the night.
Yes, so it is going to be very interesting. I'm willing to see whether the Tanzania Zhonghua have something in their mind or their pocket, because leaving behind with 2-0, it is not a good position. It is a very tough job for not only for the mind but also the heart as well. And by the I'm talking about the mentality here. So I mean, every single players from Tanzania Zhonghua, especially the commanders, need to, gain a moral boost again to those players inside Tanzania Zhonghua, because this is the moment where moral boost is really needed.
Yep, absolutely. They absolutely need this. They absolutely need it right now. The morale boost, keeping everybody's spirits up high. If they're playing depressed, is definitely not the way to go. And let's see if they're able to make that comeback. Let's see if they're able to make the bounce back that they need to win this game and bring us to a game number 4, because it's the toughest position yet. And this is why both these guilds are taking so much time in the preparation phase to make sure that everything is ready. They have everything ready to go, and it is going to be important that
because everything has to be perfect for Tanzania Zhonghua side. They can't lose any game, and especially in this game. Otherwise, they're going to be the second, and this will not give them any good, because this is going to be very painful for Tanzania Zhonghua to be a runner-up of Odin Cup, because they always become a champion, and to see themselves become a runner-up, I believe that will damage the not only the players but also the pride itself.
Absolutely, the pride is absolutely something that a lot of players use to keep themselves motivated and keep it going. And losing out, especially at this phase in the grand finals, losing out to a challenger that you never expected to be able to take such a dominant position in, is going to be very it's going to be something that Tanzania Zhonghua is not used to, because they're used to being the top dogs, they're used to being undefeated, and this is the first time they're bleeding. And there's a saying,
they used to be at the top of the food chain, and to see themselves as someone who are preyed by the predator, it will be a very difficult situation.
Absolutely.
And to see the mini maps, I think I saw a very interesting movement from these two guilds. Well, for Chu Xiaohua, it's pretty much the same with these two games, because they always play their formations to two sides, whether it's the moon or star or sun tablet. And I really love the way they put it, not in the center but at the left and the right. So they need to observe first how many players from Tanzania Zhonghua will put inside of each tablet. If the moon tablet is empty, they can move there, and it's time for them to decide whether it's going to be star or sun tablet regarding the movements of Tanzania Zhonghua's player.
Yeah, that creates a lot of pressure for the side of Tanzania Zhonghua right now. The sun tablet will be captured by Chu Xiaohua, and the moon tablet will have the majority of the forces from Chu Xiaohua to attack. So this is up to Tanzania Zhonghua. What is their composition? What are they going to focus on? It seems to be a huge Oblivion on towards the backline of Chu Xiaohua, but it's not going to be enough, because there is enough members inside already to capture the moon tablet, and they will lock it for themselves, taking the early lead in terms of tempo here for the side of Chu Xiaohua, and they will be very happy about that.
Well, to be honest, I really love the persistence of Chu Xiaohua's players. They don't care about the Oblivion. The only thing that they care is just to step every single player's foot inside the tablet first before move to the next step of this game, which is killing Tanzania Zhonghua's player.
Yeah, you see, despite a lot of the members being caught outside, the members inside was more than happy to take the brunt of the damage for now, making sure that they survive the longest they can, and that gave them the early 2-tablet lead. But right now, the moon tablet already being contested. We see Tanzania already in a position to try and contest. The sun tablet has been defended here, has been captured from the side of Tan Si Zhonghua, and the moon tablet will actually be caught out once again. The Oblivion outside was absolutely perfect, and that gave the two tablet lead back to the way of Tan Si Zhonghua, much needed for them to maintain their composure in game number 3.
But I don't think it's going to be stay long because the Chu Xiaohua, you always give a very good reaction. If they can retake the moon tablet, okay, just move to the sun tablet, and it's happening. The two tablets are leading for Chu Xiaohua and leaving the Tan Si Zhonghua to move to another tablet, which is the star tablet, and it opens a space to the moon tablet. So Chu Xiaohua can have a space in the moon tablet, and they can even retake it.
Chu Xiaohua will take this advantage and position their members in the moon tablet already, like you said, and but the members of Tan Si Zhonghua have already sent a couple of members there to push them out of the defensive positions. So they're sacrificing their side tablets to defend their moon tablets. They will lose the star tablet, but sun tablet will be contested right now. In terms of the points, it's still a 200-point lead going towards the way of Chu Xiaohua. And much closer game compared to the first two games that we've seen so far. So well done with the adjustments coming from the side of Tan Si Zhonghua.
Well, the thing that Tan Si Zhonghua did on this game is something that Chu Xiaohua did on the previous day against a remote one. So I believe the Chu Xiaohua already noticed that, and they also know how to counterattack this kind of strategy because they made it and they well executed it yesterday. And it is happening actually because instead of kind of difficult to get the moon tablet, they just keep killing everyone outside the tablet, and it makes the Tan Si Zhonghua will be on the list members inside the tablet by the time Chu Xiaohua's player want to retake the tablet.
Yeah, absolutely. But here we see a good move from Tan Si Zhonghua. They are defending, trying to capture the moon tablet, putting a lot of members there in defensive positions already, and that will allow them to capture it for themselves. The sun tablet in trouble, they're not able to defend it, and they lose another 50 points there. But they are in a good position to move towards star right now, be there ahead of time, not allow Chu Xiaohua to get in a good defensive position, and that will give them the two tablet lead once again if they're able to hold on.
Yep, and the long rotation for Chu Xiaohua is going to make them, kind of delayed, and the tempo is currently set up by the Tan Si Zhonghua, but Chu Xiaohua is someone who always have something in their mind or their hand, and it proves by the mass killing from Chu Xiaohua, and still makes them to have a lead at least 200 points regardless the tablets that they have is lacking from the Tan Si Zhonghua.
Yeah, and they already they're trying to disrupt the tempo from Tan Si Zhonghua, and they know that moon tablet has been successfully defended. They send everybody to the sun tablet, and they will defend it with numbers here. There's not enough players from the side of Tan Si Zhonghua to capture the sun tablet, and they will lose it. Another 50 points going towards the way of Chu Xiaohua, and the lead has grown to over 300 points right now for the side of Chu Xiaohua. And with the minions spawning in another 20 seconds, this is going to be an important point of game, because if they take majority of the minions here, they will be in a comfortable lead going towards the Owl Baron.
Yup, but I think that's not going to happen because Chu Xiaohua already dominated every single minion spawn here, although and also controlling the tablets at the same time. They still maintain to have the two tablets at least, and the moon tablet already flipped to them, and it creates a mess to Tan Si Zhonghua's tempo.
No, absolutely, it's they have too many things to worry about right now. They lose the moon tablet, they're trying to capture the sun tablet for themselves, but it is still a 500-point lead being taken here by Chu Xiaohua. They basically had pretty even minion score from the mob spawn earlier, but the tablets is just in shambles at the moment. Tan Si Zhonghua has no place in the map to call home.
No place. In no place. It's definitely in no place, but they still have the Sun tablet at least, and they put a lot of forces in the Star tablet. But now the forces from Chu Xiaohuayu already following them behind and leaving the Moon tablet to be retaken by the Tasaji Chonghua. But still, Chu Xiaohuayu noticed that the Moon tablet plays an important role, so they still put lots of like the several players to gain a control inside it, and Tasaji Chonghua seems like they notice how to regain the tempo of this game, although they're losing lots of points, which is the gap between them is 500 points. But still, to be able to get the two tablets at the same time, always get two tablets at the same time, it gives them a lot of breath. But mass killing from the Chu Xiaohuayu is another problem for them.
Yeah, absolutely. They have been this game. They have been moving a lot better from the side of Tan Shi Jinghua, but it's just not enough to catch up in the difference between in terms of the kills. They have been utilizing the support Dorans very well. Is from what I've been able to see, and the supportive mages, the supportive warlocks have been doing their work as well. But it's just not enough to withstand a full 40 versus 40 fight. We do see the Star tablet being captured here from the side of Tan Shi Jinghua, but they need to defend this Moon tablet. Chu Xiaohuayu already in a fantastic defensive position, and the rotations are going to be a little bit too late from the Tan Shi Jinghua side, so they will avoid the Moon tablet and head towards the Sun tablet, and also try and delay them before they get in.
Ooh, nice push.
Oh, huge AoE catching all of them outside. They're really slowing them down as much as they can. So good strategy here coming from the side of Tan Shi Jinghua, but it's not enough. The delay did not work long enough, and they managed to get in towards the tablet just in time to defend it. This is huge tempo control coming from the side of Chu Xiaohuayu, and Tan Shi Jinghua is in trouble once again.
You should give a praise to the archbishops. I mean, it wouldn't happen without the help of the archbishops. I mean, like, those AoEs killed a lot of people from Chu Xiaohuayu's side, but they still maintain to, gain a position again and even entered the tablets, and it's also thanks to the mechanics as well, the frontliners from the Chu Xiaohuayu who are very persistent to push Tan Shi Chonghua's player.
Absolutely. I mean, the debuffs, the crowd control was absolutely perfect from the side of Tan Shi Jinghua, but it was just not enough. They're just getting overran here, and here we see Chu Xiaohuayu trying to do the same on towards the Star tablet there. They will defend it. They try to delay the best they can, but it was not enough to stop the wrecking ball that was coming in. That was named Chu Xiaohuayu, and they will defend the Star tablet. Another 50 points going their way, and they also have 2 more tablets that they can do whatever they want with.
Oh my god. Chu Xia persistence, Huayu. I believe this is going to be a very perfect name for Chu Xia Huayu. I'm kind of speechless, but at least we still see that Tasaji Chonghua trying their best to keep up the momentum, to keep up the tempo with what Chu Xiaohuayu do. But still, Chu Xiaohuayu is like a bulldozer in front of their race, and the Moon tablet that first already taken by the Tasaji Chonghua. I mean, it is already retaken to the Chu Xiaohuayu side, and each time the Tasaji Chonghua move to the Star tablet, every single player from Chu Xiaohuayu is following them.
Absolutely, they have just been on point in terms of the movement here. Absolutely amazing to see from the side of Chu Xiaohuayu. And 30 seconds before the Owl Baron spawns, for 2 games already, the Owl Baron has been going towards the way of Tan Shi Jinghua, but will it happen once again? We see a lot of players from Chu Xiaohuayu already here trying to get into a good position to defend the spawn, to get them for themselves, because they know if they're able to secure it, their games are going to be so easy. But if they lose it again, then we are in for another nail biter.
Yup. And the zoning still happen between those two sides, but Tan Shi Jinghua always, use a very limited AoE, but this time they fell because finally Chu Xiaohuayu knows what Tan Shi Jinghua have in their mind, and they just outplay it and makes Tan Shi Jinghua suffer even more damage. 1,400 against 200 points only, and now the tablets, all of every single tablet in this map flipped to Chu Xiaohuayu's side. Although those 3 tablets already moved to Chu Xiaohuayu's side, the Tan Shi Jinghua refused to leave this this game, they still trying their best to get this Sun Tablet, but the forces of Chu Xiaohuayu become another problem for Tasaji Zhonghua. 97 points left from Tasaji Zhonghua, and those AoE seems very hurtful and drop in from the Tasaji Zhonghua's face. But the forces of Tasaji Zhonghua already moved to the start table. They want to secure the points as many as possible in this very short points life, but I think this is going to be very hard because Chu Xiaohuayu refused to give the win at this 1v2 Tasaji Zhonghua, and they secure the third point, the third game, and they become the champion of the Odin Cup Season 2 East Asia region.
Absolutely amazing. Towards the end, they were just, they smelled the blood in the water. They knew they had the game. They pushed all the way, and they were able to secure all 3 tablets, giving them the points they need. And congratulations once again to Chu Xiaohuayi, the first the new champions for the East Asia region, able to dethrone the back-to-back champions, and a new page in history has been written down here, Abigail. What an amazing series to watch.
Oh my god, what an amazing series. This is one of the most amazing. Oh my god.
Storyline, oh my god. The
This
defending back-to-back defending champions being overthrown by the new kids in the block, and they did it with such dominant fashion. I mean, 3-0 in the entire series. 2 games they won after losing the Owl Baron. They won 2 games after losing the Owl Baron, and the third game they just said, hey, let's stop the shenanigans, stop them from doing that again, and we take the Owl Baron and we take the win straight after that. Absolutely amazing gameplay from the side of Chu Xiaohuayi.
Yeah, this is one of the amazing games I've ever watched during this. Oh my god, this is so interesting, so, you know, I speechless to see how close this match was, because well, I couldn't agree at some point that the Tasaji Zhonghua sort of, you know, lack of strategy, losing the strategy against Chu Xiaohuayu. But Chu Xiaohuayu, although they are always lose to Tasaji Zhonghua, they managed to do it well. And looking at the stats of the third game, this is going to be very interesting. Tasaji Zhonghua actually did a better job than the first and the second game.
Oh, absolutely.
But they just always been outplayed by Chu Xiaohuayu.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll let the stats tell the whole picture there. Morale in the secondary battlefield definitely this time was not as big as it was in the first 2 games. They got a lot less kills this time from the side of Chu Xiaohuayi because they were focusing on rotations. They were focusing on the movement. I'm very sure that Chu Xiaohuayi has made a lot of research watching the Southeast Asian games, because when you looked at how they moved today compared to how they were moving yesterday, it's such a huge difference. They were so much more aggressive. They were so much faster in the rotations. And you know, that rotation has been improving game to game. They know that, you know, playing aggressive is what you want against an opponent of equal power. And the third game, if you look at the stats of this third game, the damage was very close, more than compared to the stats between the first and second game. Because the third game, it was just full on about rotations. Rotation, move faster, be faster than your opponent, and that gave them the fast win in game number 3.
Woo. Southeast Asia need to watch this, because the movement of Chu Xiaohuayu is technically awesome yet crazy and scary at the same time. And this Dorab again become the MVP as the main actor of the chaos from Chu Xiaohuayu's side. But I was very happy to say that the Mechanici and the Royal Guard is the main actor in here. But looking at the statistic, yeah, that will be different.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's just been such a great journey here for the side of Chu Xiaohuayi, coming, you know, being the underdogs in this series, playing up against the 2-time defending champions, and then winning the championship with a 3-0 sweep, being the lower powered guild as well. They were behind, not by a lot, mind you. They were only behind by 80k power, but they were able to just execute their strategy to perfection. They made a lot of adjustments towards the end, but it was just not enough. And Chu Xiaohua just was able to counter the plays, counter the CC, counter the rotations from the side of Tan Shi Jing, and they were able to clinch the championship.
You're the new champion, Chu Xiaohua. And it is also very amazing. There are and I really love the point that the Chu Xiaohua has a very perfect adaptive skill. And also the way they adapt another strategy that fast is also fascinating to watch. And I think this is the right time to spread the happiness, to spread the rewards as well to the live viewers, because we will give you the rewards by redeeming a code, which is the HMT Champion Born. Yes, and it's definitely a new champion born.
New champion is here, ladies and gentlemen. Chu Xiaohua, the new Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region Odin Cup champions. This is the first time they've done it. This is the first time anyone has dethroned Tan Shi Jing from taking it, and this is what everybody will be receiving, courtesy of them. 3 optional legendary ore packs and 3 blessed ore packs for yourself. So congratulations and thank you once again to Chu Xiaohua. You gave us a fantastic series, a fantastic match, and I'm very sure everybody watching the game will have so much to learn about the strategies, the movement that they did. It's just so much alike what we're doing here in Southeast Asia, but they did it in such a fantastic fashion.
Yes, and also, I mean, this is one of the closest match. This is definitely the best match ever, as far as I cast in Odin Cup. So, to spread the happiness with you again, I will give you another redeem code. So just redeem these 2 codes. The first one is HMT Champion Born, and the second one is CSEEINAC. So it is kind of a clue and a hint for you guys that we're going to see you again in Asian Championship to collide those 2 regions in one place.
Yep, exactly. See you in Asia Cup. And we have the 16 teams already from Southeast Asia. We also have the 16 teams already from the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region. And it's just going to be new storylines being written here. People have been saying the Taiwanese region is the strongest region so far, but after looking at these games, I do feel like Southeast Asia does stand a chance against them.
And this is going to be a very interesting match later on the Asian Championship. But I think this is also the perfect time for every single viewer that still stay with us to give a, some cheer up or supportive message, whether you want to support the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan guilds, or maybe you want to give a support to the Southeast Asia region, because soon they will meet in one place.
Yeah, they will meet in the Asia Cup, where 16 of the best best guilds from Southeast Asia will be facing off against the 16 of the top guilds from Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. So leave your supportive messages in the YouTube chat along with your UID, and who knows, you might be lucky enough to get the rewards from this. So make sure you type it in right now, and this is a good time for you to be able to win it.
Yeah, for example, like I really want to watch Asian Cup, Asian Championship. So please make it faster. UID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or maybe congratulations for Chu Xiaohua for winning the Odin Cup Season 3 in East Asia region. And don't forget your UID.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a new code here as well, 5-4 Lottery Ceremony. Make sure you redeem this, get your friends to be able to redeem this code as well. And yeah, the stage is set here, Abigail. We have a new champion in the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region, and it's going to be exciting to see when it happens. The Asia Cup will be the biggest stage of all for Ragnarok Online Origin, and I can't wait to witness all the action.
Indeed. I mean, like the most interesting part for from Asia Championship is to see these two regions to meet at one place, and it's going to be very, you know, full of insights. Full of insights,
Absolutely.
full of very beautiful matches, and also looking how the meta will change, because I believe there will be another patch notes for upcoming dates, and also new updates for Ragnarok Origin as well that might be change the meta, because on the previous year we also saw lots of patches during the Odin Cup, and it changed the meta each time we
Oh yeah.
jump into a new phase, like the top 16, the top 8, and the top 4. The meta is kind of different.
Absolutely, it's just been evolving. We still have some time before the Asia Cup actually happens, so there's still plenty of time for the meta to evolve. And also the Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan region, they do have this time. They have a break before the Asia Cup happens, so this is where they can really put the research into the Southeast Asian teams, learn from them, take the best lessons out of the matches that they are able to watch, utilize that, learn from the strategies, and come up with something more amazing on their own. So that sets up the stage perfectly for the Asia Cup happening in May.
Yeah, in May and June. Oh, I mean, this is a very short time though, because it's going to soon in 2 days we're going to see the early of May, and I think it will not take long to join the Asia Championship. So I believe you guys also very excited to watch it. So prepare yourself to see who's gonna be the first champion of Asia Championship. Oh.
It is the first time ever, that we have this little crossover in terms of the region competing against each other. So it's going to be definitely something that you would not want to miss. It's going to be the 16 guilds, the 16 top guilds from Southeast Asia facing up against the 16 top guilds from the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan region. And it's going to be very interesting. We've still got some time for the meta to shift a little. We've got some time for players to improve their characters and prepare the new strategies as we head into that. But Abigail, is not over yet for Southeast Asia. We still have our top 4 still competing there as well to find out who will be the champions of the Southeast Asia Odin Cup.
Yeah, because we saw that defending champion is already dethroned, and this kind of storyline will also happen in Southeast Asia. Can't wait.
Yes, we still have our defending champions from Southeast Asia in the top 4. It is Rise still in the competition, but they are facing their toughest challenges yet. They are facing up against the likes of Frontera 1, Frontera 8, Code as well as Code in the top 4. So their road is not easy. They still have a lot of challenges to face, but the championship mentality is always still there, and perhaps we'll see the first back-to-back champion for Southeast Asia.
Yes, and I believe all of these viewers in this live stream can see how happy I am to see these beautiful matches of the day. And please remember that we're still waiting for you guys to drop your message. And this time it's the supportive message with your UID, because we have lots of rewards. Like
Absolutely.
1,000 diamonds, like 10 gacha tickets, or maybe 10 rare card coupons, plus the door prize 1,888 nyan berries.
Yeah, Mitch.
Nice, isn't it? Nice, isn't it? Nice, isn't it? Nah, so this is the right time for you to drop every single support message. I don't care if you want to support the East Asia region, or maybe you want to give your support to Southeast Asia region, or maybe you want to give your support to your guild only. I don't care, as long as it's a positive one, and as long as it's a creative one, and also includes your UID.
Yep, and the prizes will be sent by our lovely support staff directly to you. So that is going to be additional things that you are able to be able to get just by supporting and watching the stream for the Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwanese region Odin Cup. And you know, if you are here throughout the entire stream, congratulations, you are a part of history because you've been able to witness the birth of a new champion.
that is a very good, yeah, the scary storyline. I mean, I'm like it, the terms good and scary, it depends to who heard
You
it.
are, yeah, who heard it,
Depends
exactly.
on who you are. Yeah, if you're the losing team side, which is the Hansa Chonghua, yes, that's going to be a very scary storyline, but they need to face it. They need to face it, and also they need to, you know, come back stronger on the next season, because to be honest, I saw that the Hansa Chonghua has the component to become a champion. They also have they really have the mentality. They have the adaptivity level, and also they have the strength. They have the power. But it is just that they choose Xiaohua you already one step ahead above them, and it looks like that it is something that makes the Hansa Chonghua kind of surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think they were used to the playstyle that the playstyle that they were trying to adjust with. But here we have the more exciting news, ladies and gentlemen. The matches for the conclusion of the Southeast Asia Odin Cup next week, May 3rd. We're gonna open things up with Frontera 1 facing up against Frontera 8. And the second match will be Rise, the defending champions, versus Code, one of our newest top 4 finishers. And on May 4th, we'll have the finals for the Southeast Asia Odin Cup. And also, we are drawing the brackets for the Asia Championship as well. So, a lot to watch next week, ladies and gentlemen. The action is not over yet.
Yes, Asian Championship drawing. The journey isn't over yet, and especially for Southeast Asia. So make sure you stay tuned and at least ring a bell, or maybe you can mark your calendar to these dates, and especially the May 3rd and May 4th, David.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be there. We will be there. We will be there to witness the perhaps the crowning of a new champion, or the re-crowning of the defending champions. Is still too close to call. The matches have been really close in this season. We definitely see a fantastic finals happening ahead of us. So make sure, like you said, like what Abigail said, subscribe, like, follows, push the bell notification button just so you know when the streams will be, just so you don't miss it, because you don't want to miss that, as well as the bracket drawing for the Asian Cup.
Yeah, and we're still waiting for the supporting message from every single live viewers in here with us. And while we are waiting, you guys to, you know, mark your calendar, the May 3rd and the May 4th. This is going to be very interesting, not just to see whether it is going to be another new champion, or we're going to be recrowning the back-to-back champion, and also we're going to see the drawing for Asian Championship, and this is very interesting. I mean, like a lot of regions will collide in one place, and we're going to see what will happen between these two regions if they meet each other.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be definitely something you do not want to miss as we head into the conclusion of the Odin Cup for Southeast Asia next week. So definitely stay tuned. So if you guys are still here, remember that you still can send your supportive messages, and the prizes will be sent directly to you from our lovely support staff. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to worry about, you know, us revealing the results, because if you win, you'll be getting it directly from the support staff. So, you know, we are reaching the end of the stream here, and it will be fantastic to see you guys next week as well.
Yes, and also this is going to be our goodbye. So thank you again to every single live viewer in here who stay with us from the start until the end, and we're very sorry if there's something wrong with us, and hopefully we can do better next time.
There's nothing wrong with me.
All David's fault, not mine.
There's nothing wrong with me.
But still, we love you guys, and we're very happy to see you again next week. And have a good rest of the day. And see ya. Abigail and Zero signing out.